Well, I'll start this recording here. I won't be on for too long today, like I say. I'm going out slightly later on. I think the latest I can be here is around 5-ish, so I've got about 2.5 hours. Yes, I'm half an hour late. But, yeah, like so. I'll be about 2.5 hours or so. Because I've got to redo the boss. Re-explore Cordova Town. I should be able to get maybe 2 locations done today. Oh, and also may as well summon him, because then I can use him to whittle away the health. Oh, hey, Bad Blazer. How you doing? Long time no see. Nice. Yes, we know. We saw this yesterday. But anyway. Summon random, so we can finally have a force. It's just so much easier doing it that way. Oh, hello, Cass. Welcome back. Yeah, so, what convention was you at then, Black Blazer? Where did you go? Cotton Eye Joe. Oh, and also, Cass, I don't know if you saw it, but I stole from the Minotaur first try by standing slightly further back than I needed to be and then just double jump forwards to steal. Doing it that way just makes it so much easier than to quick step back, then jump forwards. When you can just double jump and steal. Oh, really? What about Makoto? Since she's the only waifu that I managed to get, because I'm a moronic twat. Yeah, what about Makoto Nijima? So I don't care about anyone else. Oh, and also, obviously, actually, you know what you should have done? You know, if you'd have met Futaba, or the voice actress who did her, you could have just said to her, by the way, some twat that I know on the internet, I hate you, because you gave him so many heat rises, you bitch. I mean, you could have done it. You could have said that for me. They should have looked at you like, what? Good one, there. stop doing that because every time you tried it, it was slightly further than you thought it would. Oh yeah, no, I got it first try. It wasn't that hard. That's the thing though, is everyone has their own way of doing things. They do. My way just happens to be the easier way. Also, I don't know what I'm doing, but I need Blight Blazer out. I mean, I don't need him out, but... So was the main voice actor of Joker there? Oh wait, he doesn't exist. Technically. What I want. Oh, I can't make us a right-hander. Oh, because I need another short sword, that's why. Who? Oh, yeah. I will never remember Haru. And in all honesty, I don't care that I don't remember her. She is absolutely fucking useless. She is. Oh really? What was it? I would like to kill these guys just a few more times just so I can get a few more weapons, but not too bothered. Boo on you. Yeah, boo you. Use force close against it. Okay. I'll take your word for it, because I do not remember force close. Oh yeah, I've got a new weapon, haven't I? Ah, 69 damage. So it's fine. Don't worry about it. You being a weeb is more important to you than watching me. A short sword? Nice, I'll take it. Oh no, war point. I don't need it. Also, isn't the save point around here somewhere? Oh no, it's all the way over there. That's how far I got. I did all of this and I got that bloody far and I died like a twat. I can put your weeb in your back pocket for a while. Nah, that's not true. When are you never weep? Oh yeah, because it's the bloody throne room, as I'll call it. Oh yeah, and also Black Blaze, I haven't watched that video yet. What you posted in Discord. Because I only beat Kingdom Hearts yesterday. No. Never again. Don't call you out. Yeah. Fuck the final boss. Just no. Just no to that guy. He can suck the biggest wang as far as I'm concerned. He can. Well, yeah. Fucking took me 25 minutes. I think like 22 to 25 minutes to beat that bloody guy. I hate him so much. And I'm lucky that I died. When I died the first time, like I died on the first phase. Like I'm glad I died there. And not on his final phase, after you've gone through all the rigmarole of saving everyone, having them die like every 2 bloody seconds because the AI is just absolutely moronic. I'm done with it. Oh, hey Daniel. How are you? Yeah, like seriously, fuck. And I even screwed myself over slightly because I didn't have the bloody best defense magic thing, the wind guardian thing, whatever you want to call it, arrow or whatever. Like, because I didn't get the best version of that, I think I still only had level 1 of level 3. So I screwed myself over massively not getting the other ones. But because I was at the end of the game and there was no real way for me to get back to the same point with relative ease, I thought, fuck it, I'll do this. And I did. What's gonna break next? What do you mean? I mean, no matter how, no matter what I was gonna tell you why I wrote break, like, you're not gonna believe me anyway, so I'm just gonna say, yes, I'm an idiot. Because there's no point arguing someone who would just go, okay, when you try and explain something away with that. I mean, no one's gonna believe me. So. Oh, stop vomiting, you absolute piece of shit. Oh, I want 2 of them, don't I? I only have 1. I want 1 more. I will farm for 1 more white steel. Oh, piss off. Actually, I only want 1 more. I can make armor. Potion. Oh no, I'll take that. So there's anyone who's going to explain something that you did. Also, that only makes sense to you. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Then were you in a car typing and came under sudden braking? No. I mean, in the one aspect, we was talking about a racing game that broke on Xbox. That wasn't it. It's because, I don't know if you know, but there's this guy on YouTube who I very recently found, who uploaded, the Top Gear news segments. So I've just been binge watching them. I have. And obviously they're mentioning braking and stuff with cars and whatever, like brake horsepower, and then obviously I see that I'm just typing that. My brain doesn't think. So, and because I know you're not going to believe it, but that is it. Some part of my brain was thinking of fucking that, so I typed that. I mean, there's no way around it, because that's why you proofread. It's exactly why you proofread. Except I don't know how to proofread apparently. I need to steal from you. Yeah, I also recognize this same thing that you've said like 20 times right now, because you're extremely unoriginal. Damn it, pushing the speed. Fuck. So, you may be able to reuse the same thing. But remember, I will always notice and remember these things. It's what my brain's useful for. Not spell checking, but realizing if someone's made the same joke as they've done before. That's what I'm here for. Oh, fuck it. I really don't want to do the same fucking thing as yesterday. Yeah, what's that? I need to get to the save point. But it was illegal to make the same choice and just doing it now. Well, you know, it is illegal. It should be illegal. It should. Because if you're making the same jokes to the same person, it should be illegal. Because it basically just means you have no... Like your brain can't work quick enough to come up with your own jokes, if you will. Instead you have to rely on the two jokes that you read on the internet. Because I've known these people over the years, and trust me, I'm not funny, but at least I try and be somewhat original. Fuck off, somehow it's gonna hit me. Oh boy, I'm right at the bloody door of where I need to be. Get him to that safe point. Yeah, thanks for the level up, I suppose. Progress. Just think, I would have finished this yesterday. Well, finished this location yesterday, I should say. If I had not royally cocked up. Actually, what level am I? 26. Playing these whack games. It's not whack, first and foremost. And second of all, because I was playing this like so long ago, and oh, a tabar. Yeah, because I was playing this like so long ago, and I've done I played it 3 times and I've gotten bloody nowhere in it, so I want to play some more of it. Because I can get this done relatively quickly. I can. Not today, of course, because I've only got like 2.5 hours today before I leave. That would also be like me saying, why are you playing a crap game like Rainbow Six Siege? We're not even Ubisoft. Granted, in all their mighty wisdom, can't even get maths correctly for a computer system. These are my questions. Then again, it's Ubisoft. I've known them far too long to make stupid mistakes. Yeah, maths is very hard. It isn't, but... what can I make? I think I'm going to make some more things. Yep, knuckles. What is it? Aquamarine, ceremonial tool, and sun tears. 3 items that I don't bloody know how to get. Because they was unique items after getting into a certain room. Did I even make anything with that? Nope. Oh, yeah, fuck it. Oh, you fucking wanker. take all the indigo, see what I can get. Why I inevitably need it later. So how's everyone been then? I don't know how badly he's been. He's been too busy masturbating with the voice actors the past couple of days. Oh boy, how much I love Ivory. Don't really need indigo steel, that's it, I'll take it. Where the hell am I going? Oh, this takes me to the basement first floor. The only problem... No, fuck it, I'll just go there. Because I don't think... Yeah, no, he's not down here. Oh, this is the shortcut. I remember this. I very specifically remember running through this room. Not me, but the speed run. I suppose of all has I does it? Yeah, it does. I very specifically remember this room, if only because when you run through it, just a big cloud of this yellow smoke comes up in a few different spots. Because I mean, of course it would have iframes by Blazer. It's a bloody action game. There aren't many action games, or at least not that come to my mind right now, that don't have iframes. And there are very few games, or no games that, like I say, I can think of. There you go. We're now back here. A shortcut, if you will. Don't need it though. Go through. Nice load times. Then again, that's because I'm bloody making so much stuff that the game has to remember. And that's why Bone Storm is so amazing. It deals a stupid amount of damage. It's better if you can get enemies lined up next to each other. When you do it just so you hit multiple guys at once. Like this is perfect. I mean, I would assume so, yeah. But I don't exactly think I'm going to be doing that. No particular reason, just that, you know, it's going to take a while and I don't exactly have that kind of time. Ether said to make up a large part of the universe, but further details remain unknown. $10-gallon hat. Oh, my resistance to stuff goes up. My defense goes down. No, thank you. And remember, when I go into this fight, I want to equip... What point? But I want to equip the fairy, stand and block, just as he's about to do his thing, roll out the way and steal from him. You see, we're taking essentially 4 generations of level 99 Yetis before you get to make the 5th generation Mad Mod. You get to 99 finally evolve it. Yeah. Save point, and then a boss fight, with which I don't have an exploding bird, so I can't make this go any quicker. Oh, so I didn't change it. Can't be that come by, can they? No. Just strap some C4 to them. Done. Yeah, now when this begins, hold R1. Hope to God Skelly Bob doesn't freaking do anything, and then just as he's about to uppercut me, roll out the way and steal from him. Or just keep blocking and just press.
See how much of your power has been restored.
Arr.
Come on!
You cunt! Remember why I said that I was going to switch it to the fairy, but I didn't? Because I'm an idiot. And you're just going to attack him, aren't you? No, I know, but my dad, I'm an idiot. Right, you know what, actually? I want you to fight that thing. Leave Isaac to me. Now this is going to take a while. Because it's completely random whether or not he'll do the attack. I'm going to die anyway and I don't really give a shit. It just basically means that I can retry it. I wonder if he does it because I'm too far away. There you go. Just lure him away far enough that he can't get you, and then he leaps at you. Right, first things first. I need you random. Nice, I can do that. Oh wow, poisoned him. Well, attempted to. Oh, where is he? I will now just cheese the system. Fuck off. No, now that he's stuck, never mind. Fuck off, dude. There we go. Kind of cheesed it at the end there, but whatever, I don't care. Ow.
Ah, how gratifying. Your power is indeed returning, but it's still not enough.
Brother, stop!
Julia, return.
It's her brother.
Abel. Brother? What an annoying interruption. Well, so be it. It's still too early to finish you anyway. Regain more of your power first. You'll need it all if you hope to kill me.
You are not getting away!
No! Let him go!
So, I was taken in. You were in league with Isaac all along!
Think what you like. But I do wish for you to stop him, honestly.
Then why did you keep me from him?
Because it is too soon. You still lack the strength and spirit to defeat him.
He had
I
no
know
health.
that my strength is still growing. But what do you mean by my spirit?
You must understand this. My brother is in the venomous grip of Lord Dracula's curse. The desires of a single man mean nothing. The curse rules him.
Then go with Belmont or one of his vampire slayers. Someone you can be sure of.
No, Hector. You must be the one to defeat him. My brother has always respected you. Only you can free him from the curse. And also, if you are the one to slay him, only then could I live with it.
Your usual Japanese crap.
I understand. Of course, he is your brother. Forgive me. I was vexed. I did not mean to offend. I will take my leave of you now. And I will do what I can.
Be vigilant, Hector. I have an ill feeling. It bodes not well.
Yeah, now I can bloody raise the fucking volume again. New familiar. Well, innocent devil. Keep calling them bloody familiars because of bloody Nina Cooney. Someone's gonna go back and save. That way I don't know if I inevitably die, I don't have to re-steal from him. Right, isn't this where we get the mage? Who then allows us to go under the floor? Because then that's when we backtrack and go through that door that we passed not too long ago. Right here. Mage, not M circle. I said mage. And then you get the devil one later. But the devil one is fucking useless. He is. He's only got one pathway to level, and because you get him so late in the game, it doesn't bloody matter. It doesn't. Hubert, yes. Oh, fuck it, I'll go with Hubert. Just because I can't come up with any names. I mean, I don't give a shit anyway. Yes, I know. Oh no, time stop. All the IDs are useless in the speedrun. The mage gets a little bit of use for time stop. But 70% of the time the battle ID is something. You get to use Aura Breath. Well, that seems very useful. Because isn't the mage the only way to beat Saint Germain? Because when he stops time, you then stop time, which then gives you, which then allows you to regain control of the character, which doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Well, if you're quick enough, then no. But also I'm just talking from a purely casual perspective. Oh yeah, you gotta use time spell. I'm an idiot. But yeah, I know. Like I said, I was talking from a purely casual standpoint. The Ian... did what? The Ian... Yeah, I'm not even going to begin to pronounce that. Nearmouth? I may speak smart, fucking Christ, not today I don't. But, I probably will never come across that word ever again in my life. Oh yes, clock tower. And also I may as well use Bloody Mage whilst I've got him, since I need him for Saint Germain. Oh, lightning strike. I will hit something, I promise. Oh no. Oh boy, which way do I go? Just get through the bloody door. Chicken or large meat. Oh, nice. The luck is with me today. Hashtag Black Blazer still hates me. You're low on health. I could do with some heals, and randomly I get a large meat, which fully heals me. I'll take that. Fucking hell. No, I've already got these and I don't need them. I would like a new material, if you don't mind. Just so I can make a new weapon. Really? I thought I already had red steel. Crystal Dust I need. 1 red steel. Because the thing is, you can't just make a deck that you like. Because I don't know, obviously if you're doing this based on speedrunning, don't ask me. But just do one that works, which is sort of hard to do. And I've only ever managed to do it once in my entire life. I managed to make like my perfect deck at one time. And ever since then I've been trying to recreate that formula, but I haven't been able to. Especially in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force, or whatever the hell you called it yesterday. In that game I would always main with Tyranno, the guy who has the dinosaur deck. And I had managed to build a companion deck to his deck, and every turn we would either special summon or use these stupidly overpowered cards like very early on in our matches, and we pretty much never was defeated. And that was one time in my life that I made the perfect companion deck to go with someone. Ever since then I've never been able to recreate that. Yeah, no, because isn't he in Tag Force 2, I want to say? But like I say, it's just that when I made a deck once, that was like my perfect deck. I haven't been able to recreate like the same formula. Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, just if you, because again, obviously when I was a kid, I knew Yu-Gi-Oh! Inside and out. Now, because I haven't done it for years, completely left. But yeah, like if you know cards and decks, obviously what you're going to be up against, then it's pretty much just a matter of, like I say, just making a deck that you can use. Which is pretty much anything, but you have to pretty much base it on like a specific type. Like obviously if you're going to say use bug, fire, monster, or beast, you know, all those kind of things, you pretty much have to base it on that. Just because every card in your deck works with one another. It's okay to stray away from it sometimes, like if you just want a really good card that can be used in conjunction with another card, that has nothing to do with how your deck is built. That's fine, but you don't want too many cards like that, because otherwise it's just a whole mess of crap, and all you can do is summon, special summon, and that's it. So, like I said, I know my way around Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's been years. He's evolving. Hubert has evolved from Wood Rod, damn it, to Scissor Rod. Oh yeah, you're damn right. I actually can't remember the evolutions of the Magician, although I'm fairly certain you can turn it into a bee. No, that's the Fairy. The Fairy turns into the bee, but I know the Magician has like a unique, sort of fun-looking one. Like, for example, although I will admit all the battle formations are pretty cool, but like, Yeti or whatever the hell you call it, that one is pretty fucking cool. But yeah, I mean, if you do want any help building a deck, you can always ask. I can try my best to recollect what I remember, but it's probably not going to be extremely useful help. It's not. Floating bee. I have no idea what the hell that does. Oh, I think it just protects me. Potion, god damn it. Oh yeah, this is again where we need the devil type to get under there. Oh, a hawk token. Don't need it. In before I die, but don't need it. Oh no. These guys just infinitely spawn. So I feel like they do. Oh. Damn it, did I just... I didn't know. sorcery flame. Nice. Oh, I'm getting a bloody save point before I die. Oh my god. Oh, this will be perfect. Oh, fuck it. Also, am I going to fight Saint Germain? Because if I am, this is really short. I'm fairly certain he's the next boss. Or that just opened the bloody door by the wall. No, I think I'm just going to get that walkthrough back up again. Just so you can see what he drops. There it is, Saint Germain. Saint Germain, you steal Immortal Fragment. When to steal? Use the mage, or yeah, mage type innocent devil to freeze time as the boss stop time and run up to him and steal. Oh, that doesn't seem that bad. Nah, it doesn't seem that bad.
Oh, an unexpected guest.
So, Zed hasn't slain you yet?
I see you were spying on us. But I am an expert at miraculous escapes. Despite that, however, I have fallen into his trap at last.
Trap? What trap?
Well, the space itself is a barrier. Which leads me to question, how did you get here?
On foot. There were no barriers.
Interesting. Most interesting. Yes, that is quite possible.
What are you saying?
In this space, I may be partially freed of the fess of time. Well, that means I can have a direct physical effect here. For example, I could fight you.
So is that your intent? To stop me by force?
Not exactly. By fighting you, all that I need to know will be revealed.
Dun dun dun. Well, that wasn't hard at all. I panicked as well. All I did in that scenario was press every fucking face button instead of triangle. Can't stop that from happening. I wasn't standing on that, fuck you, dude. Also, this poison should have stopped by now. There we go. Also, I'm super fucked because I don't have any healing items whatsoever. I've got to rely on my bloody fairy. Oh yeah, now that he's poisoned, the fairy blocks him from doing some moves. There we go, poison him again. Nice. Well done, my fairy friend. phase 1. Now he gets half his health back, I believe.
Oh, time reverse! Here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
Okay, I love my fairy now all of a sudden.
Let the spirit. Here we go. Here we go. Let the soldier back.
Come on, fairy, keep attacking him.
Here we go. Oh, time advance. Here we go.
Also, I'm poisoned if I'm not taking more damage than I should be.
Oh, time advance.
Never mind.
Here we go. Oh, time advance.
So this is how he's going to kill me, is it?
Go.
I can do one thing. I can tell him to go fuck himself.
Here we go. Oh, time advance.
If that's what the game wants, it can get me to cheese this boss fight then, can't it? Fuck you.
I surrender!
If the game wants to cheese me into an oblivion, I'll cheese you into an oblivion.
Very well.
It's a two-way street, motherfucker.
I now see how fascinating time, or rather, fate, truly is.
Just who are you?
A traveler. Only half here. Not allowed to speak the truth. Not allowed to act upon reality. Yet, one who knows all. That about covers it.
I see. Not allowed to speak the truth.
Please forget everything I have told you. A traveler merely passes through, touching nothing, changing nothing. But there is one thing I can tell you.
What is that?
I feel a new destiny flowing out of you. Walk the path that is meant for you, without fear, for you are no longer alone. Give my regards to Zed when you see him.
And again, we can all thank Black Blazer for allowing me to use Bone Storm constantly. Oh yeah, this is the devil form now, isn't it? More devil, familiar. Innocent devil, god damn it. There it is. This is the last one. Oh, I like Zool. I mean, if I'm going to do Zool, I may as well actually do Zool. Devil-type innocent devils are incredibly quick and agile. They can also use magic circle ability to swallow hectare and slide along surfaces. I don't know why I read that, because I've not read any other one that this game has to offer. And he only has one upgrade path. He does, if I remember correctly. And there's nothing you can do to evolve him in many different ways. Yeah. And it takes... yeah, obviously it takes 200 to get him that far, and then you need, I believe, Death's Scythe. And then you kill enemies with that, and then that levels him up to the final form. And that was the one... because I could never get Death's Soul, or the bloody hell you get from Death. Because I could never get that and create Death's Scythe, I could never do this. Sweet. 100 green Evo crystals for the end. Yeah, that's it. Isn't it Death Scythe? Which is that. And Shove Sui, which is Death Scythe. No, isn't it not? I swear that's what I read all those years ago. Plus I made everything else. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I forgot, you've still got one more innocent devil after this, haven't you? Oh yeah, this is the only other thing that somewhat makes this game slightly annoying, is this, when you need to switch over to do that. Just adds a few steps. I might as well bloody well keep this guy out. It's at least, so I have to use him in a minute. Because this will take me into the corridor. I don't know where even go. Who's the next boss in here? Trevor Belmont. And you steal curry. Nice. I can't wait to not steal that from him. Is this the sacrifice breach? It is. I don't think I'm going to get that far today. Well, I know you're supposed to spin to win. You didn't even hit me. Oh wow, done 100% of the tower. Nice. Oh. If I remember correctly, then I'll need to go back to the town. So that is where I shall go. Yep, I'm exactly where I need to be. Except I'm going to take a detour to that save point. I am. Awesome. Give me 1 moment. Okay, now I can go do the thing that I'm supposed to do. Damascus steel, a beautiful lady. The Aeolian Ruins. Only level 18. Excuse me. What? So why is it in this game? Can I have AI innocent devils that can block like that, yet not the Kingdom Hearts? You have AI that just goes like, what? Makes you really appreciate better games, doesn't it? Rapid sniper. Oh, ceramics. I need the Nodachi and the Claymore. There's one fucking problem, I'm using that. need a Saleh. I'm gonna try and get some ceramics if I can. Oh no, 'cause I only need number 11. I've still got my claymore anyway. Oh, hello, Darkbat. How are you? How do you do? I really need to bring in my fairy. I really like this dragon killer. There's the bastard sword. I've been waiting so long to make that. I need a Bulova. Axe. Bulova. I need a Garno. It's a lot of stuff. Oh, no, I can't make them. And I need short sword ceramics. Short sword, and now I just need a single ceramics. I should really summon my bloody fairy. So how do you do then? Use the magic. Do they not want to spawn? What's going on? They should spawn. Oh. I just need one single ceramic. That's all I need. I can make another weapon. And I'm not going to use it, but at least I'll have it. Because then that will make the next weapon. Why do you do this to me, game? First things first, I will resummon my battle form, which I believe gives me increased strength for some reason. Which, I mean, I'm not really going to complain, but... Piss off. That's just taking the piss, that is. So what do I need? I need ceremonial tool, aquamarine, and I'm fairly certain sun. Geez, yes, one hell of 1, 2, 3. How are you? How do you do? I'm doing very well, thanks for asking. So, what have you been up to then? Mostly work stuff. Very nice. I hope the D&D campaign goes well for you. So how many people will be playing D&D then? Nope. Yeah, it's a long ass time. Half of your life playing D&D. I've never done any one thing for that sum of time, because obviously half of my life now will be 11 years, but still, it's a long ass time, man. How much have I done? I should be able to get through this location today. Before I have to leave. Oh, they also drop ceramic. Not at all. It's fine. Please hit it. This one. Is that it? No. Same point. Strange. Am I already at the next boss? I can't be the next boss because the next boss is Abandoned Castle. with Mr. Belmont. Excuse me. I feel like it's time to completely finish the Baldur's Gate series. Nice. Whereas I don't even own it. I don't. Oh yeah, no, I've looked into it. It seems very complicated. And like not in a good way. You know, like it's one of those games that seems to be, you know, it hasn't, to me it seems like it hasn't really aged well in terms of what it is. Because, I did buy it. I don't fucking own it anymore. I'm gonna stop swearing first and foremost. But no, I did buy it on the Steam sale and I immediately got rid of it. I did. Because, like, I don't know if I fairly played the game long enough, but, like, I only managed to barely get through the tutorial and I just felt like, yeah, no thanks. I just went, nope. I noped right out of that immediately. I did. Because the tutorial wasn't a good tutorial, if I'm gonna be honest. It wasn't. We start off with first and second edition D&D, so you're very fluent in that edition. I just can't take it for granted, yeah. And like I say, the tutorial is absolute ass. I assume you know how the system works already. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I can pick up on it, and I did fairly pick up on it and whatever. It's just that the problem is, the tutorial throws everything at you. It does. Like, it doesn't give you the basics of how to start to play, and then it slowly rolls that stuff in as you start playing it. No, it just throws everything at you, and even then, the other problem is, if you don't do the thing that the tutorial wants you to do, it skips it. It just skips the thing that you're meant to do. Like, I remember at one point during the tutorial, it forces you to play as the thief. You know, to learn the thief stuff, and it says, do this skill here, and then do this particular thing. So I was completely losing my mind, because I was doing the thing, but it wouldn't work, because I was doing it on the wrong object, not the right area. So I was doing that, and then the game just skipped it. It just skipped it to the next section, and I thought, how am I supposed to learn if you're going to skip the tutorial for me? So it pissed me off, that did. And then, like I say, the actual passing grade of the tutorial is it throws all like 5 or 6 characters in your party and says, do thing, and it's just, what? Like, it's very not fluent in what it wants you to do. Oh, I need ceremonial tool. Why are you giving me Spirit of Fuji? Yeah, then you start the entry game and it takes you forever to actually get to 6 characters. Yeah, that's my point. Like, don't get me wrong. Wait. Like, don't get me wrong. The aspect of the game seems pretty interesting. It's just that, like I said, the tutorial is a shit tutorial and it overwhelmed me with so much information. And like I say, it skipped past a lot of stuff for me. So I just felt like the game potentially wasn't going to be like noob friendly to like the D&D universe. So I just refunded it. I did, because like I say, I'm not gonna spend hours to learn aspects that a game should help me learn. You know, not sort of just throw everything at you and then say, here, do it. Like I say, at that point I then just went, Ancient Mowai Stone Carving, very valuable to those who are interested. Oh, and this is just a dead end. Very nice. Where can I even go in here? Never thought of the aspect of this. I don't really know how everything works. And yeah, and like I say, don't get me wrong. I sort of cheesed when I created my character, because you can click the randomize button and it also gives you a random amount of skill points up to a certain maximum. It gave me like, I think maximum that I got to at one point like 88 skill points out of I think a maximum of 115. So I felt like, okay, because I've now just cheesed that, my character stats are stupidly high in almost everything. You know, like it breaks the game at that point, you know, like you're getting almost max stats on a character that you've never used, and then you can pretty much breeze your way through a lot of situations. And don't get me wrong, that's sort of how D&D works, because obviously if you, say, play as a warrior, you're going to have more strength than magic. But because I can just even everything out and say lose like say 3 points per skill, I'd sooner have everything beyond almost maximum than have a maximum on a skill to, you know. Where am I going? I'm going back to the abandoned castle. But if you mean there's the way forward over there, I want to keep exploring. I do. That's not really how it starts working. AD&D. And that's where you completely lose me, because obviously I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. I don't. And that's kind of obviously the whole problem with D&D. Like, you can still sort of fuck around with D&D, but... I mean, obviously, depending on who you play with, you can literally just fuck around if you want, but... You can max out your turn as a warrior, but it literally gives you no turn. Save point and potential boss door. Which means I'm going to go all the way back to continue up the other route and then go through there. So I'm going to assume that's the boss door. Or at least thereabouts. Constitution scores and age, which don't get the same hit points on it that a warrior gets, etc. But what if I make my character and everything? Because you can't tell me I can't. Because it's D&D, I can make up whatever the bloody hell I want. If I want to be an ethereal being, I want to be an ethereal being. But no, I know in Baldur's Gate specifically, but yeah. See, that's the problem with me though. Like, if you played with me in D&D, you'd go, so what's your character type? Oh, I'm God. You can't be... No, I'm God. You can't tell me I can't be God. I'm God. And because I'm God, there's nothing more powerful than I am, and nothing can gain more power than me. And anything that the dice roll says, I can change it to whatever I want, because I'm God. At that point, it would stop being fun. Because I would just roll the dice and go, oh, was I supposed to die? No, that's a 6. I win. But it'd be more fun. Just break the system. don't allow homebrew. It's not homebrew, I'm God. You can't stop God from existing, you know. Because why would I want to be chaotically good when I can just be God? Official books. Yeah, but how many people do you know of actually plays any board game specifically through and through what a rulebook says throughout the entirety of playing it? Because I would argue there's not a lot of people who would. I wonder, can I burn this? Probably not. Can't hurt to try. Oh, you can. Using the character stuff in the official books. I was doing most Dungeon Masters. Well, again, but like I say, because it takes so much time of your life and whatever. Yeah. Like, as much as I sort of would like to play D&D at some point, I don't have the friends who ever would, and I sort of understand why. Because it basically becomes a job almost. It is essentially another life. And personally, you know. Yeah, I could try playing online, but I mean, I'm playing Castlevania. This is more fun than me sitting here speaking over a microphone going. So what I decided to do is I will speak to the shopkeeper and ask him for the, like, no. Like, I'm just going to play an RPG. I am. Like, don't get me wrong, but I'm just going to play an RPG. I am. Because at least in that aspect, the rules of the universe applies. And I don't have to waste, like, 10 years of my life playing something that doesn't matter, if that makes sense. Not to shit on your parade or anything, I don't mean anything by it. It's just... it's not something that I'd be able to do. Because, yeah, don't get me wrong. Monopoly's fun. Until it isn't. You know, everyone hits that point where it's just sort of, you know. Ha! His area's cushion, good for a laugh or two. This airfield cushion makes the most peculiar noise when sat upon. It's a whoop cushion. It's 20 to 5 now. So I should be leaving at 5. I mean, I should be leaving before that, but... Oh, is that what this is? Just a warp room? $87.2. How am I doing? I'm doing very well. How are you? I mean, we're not going to be here for very long. I want to be here for like 15 minutes max. I don't really want to be here any longer because I'm going to get ready. I mean, I am ready technically. I just need to put on some jeans and shoes. Beware. Oh, and I've got some family coming over, so we're going out to meet them. They're Australian. Well, they come from Australia, I should say. And they always come over every 2 years, and we always see them, so... Like I say, I mean, I should be finishing right now, but... If the boss is, like, right here, I can do the boss save, and then I'll be done. You're doing real well. Nice. Yeah, so, that's what I'll be doing. I should be back tomorrow with my regularly scheduled time from 2 till 8. All the bosses in this game take a long time to beat. No. Well, yes. But in before, Cass says something along the lines of no, and it's well, he knows what he's doing. I semi-know what I'm doing. But no, not really. Yes, if you're playing the game for the first time, if only because you don't know what the bosses are... Yeah, it is. If you don't know what the bosses are capable of.
You are not without skill.
Lord Dracula by a fluke, a mere twist of fortune, yet I grant you are adept. Hector! I need not linger here any longer. I've gotten what I need. But mark me well, I will slay both of you without fail. Without fail.
And now I have to fight
So he escaped.
Trevor.
He fled when he saw you. There can be no doubt of it then. You are indeed his enemy.
Just as I told you when we first met.
Be that as it may, I am the one who shall vanquish him. Your meddling is unwelcome. Leave him to me.
Pity. How unfortunate. Such a rare
The boss is
opportunity
going to take a couple of
squandered.
minutes. Yeah,
On the
pretty much.
contrary, to obtain the vengeance I seek, Isaac must be slain by my hand alone. Ergo, nothing was lost.
Think you so? Then you shall be glad to know where he is bound.
And where might that be?
The castle ruins where we first met. Do you remember the place?
How could I forget?
Well said. At the top of those ruins there is a hidden chamber. 'Tis there you shall find him.
Then that is where I must go. Ah, I'd almost forgotten. Saint Germain gives you his regards.
Saint Germain, you say? Did you meet him in the clock tower?
Just so. He pledged he would no longer interfere in this matter.
It cannot be. No, that is not possible. I must make haste to complete the final touches. I beg your leave. Adieu.
Spend over 2 days to get the stuff to make them take seconds. Yeah, but that's very specific and boss rush mode. But if you're talking just about a casual playthrough, they do take a couple of minutes at a time. Wait, where the hell am I? Why am I all the way back here? Oh, because that's a dead end, that's why. No, I know, it's just that, you know, I want to fully explore all the locations, but that was a dead end, doesn't matter. But yeah, no, the boss is Trevor. I'm at the end right now. Oh god, no. I'm probably about 3/4 of the way through, so about 75%, somewhat. So I'm near the end. If anything, I am pretty much at the end. But I've still got a couple hours off. I could probably beat this today if I didn't have to go anywhere. But I'll finish it tomorrow. And conveniently, there are stairs.
Is that you, Hector?
It is. I was told a hidden chamber lies beneath this castle. Isaac is there now.
What? That's not possible. In order to open the passage to that chamber, the blood of my clan must... Oh. So that is why he fought me earlier.
What is it, Belmont?
It cannot be avoided. You must show me just how much power you've gained.
Wait. I have no reason to fight you.
This is your reason. Defend yourself!
Oh! And now I've just got to wait for him to do the... Holy Cross. Oh wow. 1 damage. Nice. Nope, not Leon. Trevor. Completely random. But it's for Curry! I like Curry. But yeah, no, this is Trevor Belmont. This guy is years down the line from Leon. This is like the 4th or 5th. This is, yeah, no. This is like 400 years after Leon Belmont. So he's like maybe the 7th generation Belmont to do this. Yeah, that's it. This is 400 years later. So he's like maybe the 7th Belmont clan member to do this and to successfully beat Dracula. Actually, you know what it is just current. Where's Leon? Very dead. He is very, very dead. Because that whip that you see there, that is the very same whip that you get in Lament of Innocence. Because it's the only weapon capable of defeating Dracula. There it is. No! God fucking damn it. The boss fights take a lot of skill. No. Not really. I mean, I would argue this guy would. Out of every boss in this entire game. I would argue this guy, if only because he has a few moves at his disposal. Whereas most bosses, like, stick to one. Well, no, I won't say it takes no skill. Oh, fuck you, bitch.
Impossible!
Yep, that. No, I need 30, don't I? Well, the game controls a bit difficult for me. Have I tried remapping some buttons? No, no, and no. This is a PS2 game, not a PC game. You cannot remap buttons. It took years for that to be a thing. And even then, it's still not a thing. Only on PC can you remap buttons. On console, you're pretty much stuck to whatever the devs set. And I'm gonna have to sadly use... Oh, and I've got 2 options. Oh. Okay, admittedly that should not have hit me. I just need to block once more. Oh, no you don't. I'm gonna have to use it. As much as I don't want to. Also, in before, I was just about to fucking say that, in before I block the next attack. God fucking damn it. Also, in before I don't even need it. I hate myself. Why do I have to suck shit and then as soon as I have full health, I'm fine?
So this is your true strength.
Although I could have
Why
used the
did you attack
sacrificial
me?
brooch, now that I think
Place to
about
which
it.
Isaac has gone can only be entered by those who possess very advanced powers. I had to test you.
I see. Meaning you would have me pursue him.
Indeed. But first you shall need my help. Come.
Why is it in video games whenever people cut their hands to open up a secret portal, they just go? Like as if they don't just go.
There. 'Tis done.
So, the Belmont blood acts as a key.
And
what lies beyond this point?
Do not ask. If you
No,
do, your heart
God
might
no.
waver. For now, hold the image of Isaac
Dracula's
in your
curse is
mind.
Simon
Think only
Belmont.
of defeating him.
If I remember correctly.
Very well.
And Simon Belmont is...
Hector.
I'm still fairly certain before this.
And when you have him, show him no mercy.
Yeah, because I think it's like Leon, Simon, Richter, Trevor. Oh, where the hell am I now? Can I go back? I can go back, I think. Of course. I want to save. Oh, really? I didn't know that. So do you play as Trevor in Dracula 3 then? Well, Castlevania 3. Just goes to show how much Castlevania knowledge I have. The answer is I don't have any. I don't. I have none. Good, then again, admittedly, I've never played... I know I've never played Castlevania 3. I've played Castlevania 4, or Super Castlevania 4. Obviously, Lament of Innocence, Curse of Darkness, Order of Ecclesia, Portrait of Ruin, Dawn of Sorrow, the new ones, even though they don't bloody count towards the Castlevania universe. And very briefly, the Dracula X Chronicles, which has Symphony of the Night in, and Rondo of Blood. I've briefly played those, and then I believe I've also briefly played Castlevania 1. And very, very briefly played Castlevania 2. So I've played a lot of them, I've just never beaten them. I haven't. Also, give me one moment. Right, so I will resave. So yeah. It is 5 o'clock. I will be going in a few moments, so I just need to get ready. Okay. I won't be back on again later. I won't. Yeah, I'm pretty much at the end of this game. I am. I'm pretty much at the last moments. Because then after this, obviously, we go to Dracula's castle and go through all that rigmarole, and then it's pretty much Isaac, Death, Dracula, demon form. And then some other dudes. There's 5 bosses left, so yeah, I am pretty much at the end of this. I am. So like I said, I will finish this tomorrow. Then I will also set up my PS3 for Ninja Gaiden. I will, because I want to play through those 3 games. So that'll be the plan. I'll finish this, and I'll start up Ninja Gaiden tomorrow. I will. But yeah, sadly, short stream today. But yeah, like I said, got things to do, people to see. So yeah. Obviously, as always, thank you for coming along. I appreciate it. I don't like saying goodbye this early. It's only 5 o'clock. Fucking hell. But yeah, like I say, I'll see you again tomorrow if you'll be around, and yeah, have a very good afternoon or early evening, and see you again tomorrow.